Okay, so this part should be pretty easy. With the IK controls, we selected the curve first, the IK handle second, and then we created a point constraint for translation. In this case, FK controls will be an orient constraint, but otherwise it's going to be the exact same thing. Control curve first, joint second, and then orient constraint. Once you've done that, your control curve will control the joint. Hooray! So same difference here. I'm going to take the upper spine control curve, then the upper spine joint, and I can press G, and that will make me an orient constraint. And same thing here, control curve first, joint second, and orient constraint. So let's test this out. I'm going to turn off the skeleton. All I've got is my flour sac geometry. I'm going to select 1, Shift select 2, Shift select 3, pull up my rotate tool, and check it out. I can do a little bow or a little back bend, and all of my control curves are functioning to ensure that my spine properly rotates. Yes? Yes! So good stuff. The last thing I want to do here is go into my attribute editor where I'm already set to turn on overrides. The spine controls are a nice bright yellow color. Nice bright yellow. When I'm dealing with FK controls, you see that I always work from the top down to the bottom. That is because when you select a parent, it looks like the children are selected as well, and sometimes that gets a little confusing. So I start at the top so that I can see that it's just this one curve. Then I go to the next one so I can see that it's just this one curve, and I know that the upper one is already complete. You can always check your outliner. In the outliner, this bright blue color means that this is selected, and you can see that the shoulders control is not selected at all, even though it looks visually like it is selected here. That's why you'll always see me working from top down rather than the other way. With the spine controls, because they are affecting the skeleton, you'll see that the constraints are made directly on the joints. So if you've done anything that you don't like, you can come in here and delete the constraints from the skeleton, and that's one of the many reasons that we really like using group nodes. So at this point, I am all done with the spine controls. I still need to do a root control curve, and then something for the placement, and then we'll be all done. So we are in the home stretch. When you're all good with your orient constraints, come and join me in the next video.